I did want to talk about. So we usually talk about a lot of MMA promotions. It's not so often we talk about the Australian ones. Probably one of the, I would say, the biggest Australian MMA promotion would be Eternal. Eternal MMA specifically, and they put on some amazing events. Now, I was able to actually watch Eternal 60 here in Perth live. In person, and that was really. I thought that was a really good card.
The experience. What was it like?
Well, there was about around 13 bouts. I did notice a few familiar names on the card. Actually, there was actually a couple people I actually went to school with who were making their MMA debuts. I think it was Frank Jankowski and Ryan Jankowski. I went to school with them. I think they were the year above.
Okay,
I remember. When I saw them, I saw them and I was like, I remember these guys because I was like, yeah, they're twins.
They're twins.
Yeah, they're twins.
Right.
It was unfortunate for Ryan actually in his bout. I thought Ryan was doing very well. The one I really thought I really was impressed by Frank. I thought Frank. I believe he's got a bit of a Muay Thai background. He's had an amateur record of about 5-0 or something like that. I thought Frank Jankowski did really well. He looked his like defense was very, very good, especially, and then even when he was on the offense with his wrestling, as soon as he would take them down, he almost had like a Greco-Roman kind of style to his wrestling, and he was able, as soon as he took them down, he had a really fast transition straight into full mount. And as soon as he was there, if anyone, he was against a much older opponent. I think he was about 26, 27. I think he believe he was 1-0 because this was Frank's debut. He was 0-0. And even when his opponent was able to get out through the scrambles, Frank was always in control, making sure he was always controlling the back. I think the best thing about Frank was probably his striking as well as transitions from wrestling, his offensive wrestling style, into more favorable positions on the ground. I thought he did so well. And then when I think about it as well, there was two very noticeable events that night. So we had firstly Alfred and Cody Hannon against Urseg. So Urseg, he's the flyweight Eternal MMA. I believe he's the current flyweight Eternal MMA champion. And he unfortunately had his opponent fell out.
Yeah.
Cody hadn't put his hand up.
Yep. On short notice as well.
On short notice, and then they managed to make this fight occur at bantamweight, which is what Cody's natural weight is. I believe Cody's fought at flyweight as well, right? Yeah. But he's more natural at bantamweight, I believe. I think that's where he's trying to make his claim now. Really good fight. That first round was really, really good. It was very close. I'd probably edge it out to Urseg. And then that second round, that's got to go to Cody. Cody did so well in that second round fight. And I think
he got him with a head kick at one point as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. And I got to give props to Urseg. He took a lot of shots in that second round. I actually thought Haddon was going to finish it in that second round. And that third one, it was back and forth. It showed that Cody's conditioning, his aerobic conditioning, was very, very good. Because in that second round, Urseg started to slow down. Urseg had a little bit of a second win in that third round. However, it was just back and forth. I think Urseg kind of edged it out just on takedowns. But every time Cody got taken down, he was able to pop back up. It was just the volume of takedowns that probably made Urseg edge it out. But dude, it was like, we talk about close fights, and the close fights are based on, all right, how close were the scores of each round, and how close were each round specifically. And dude, this was a close fight. Cody Haddon 2-0 for 6-1 flyweight champion in bantamweight, and he looked so seasoned in there. He looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I think Cody's now 2-1. And that one defeat that he had against Urseg, he did really well. I think he's going to go far. I really think so. If he's 2-0 and he's able to put on performances like that, he's going to do so well. The rest of Perth was up, Yeah. I think that's really cool for for each respective gyms. I know Ursay comes from Wilkes Gym. That's around the corner from where I work, actually. I noticed it, yeah. But that was a really, really cool fight. And then another fight was the co-main event. I want to not butcher his name. Justin Van Heeden against Rod Costa. Rod Costa, 3-3, mainly a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu player. Really, really good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. In that first round, there was a little bit of feeling out process. A lot of fakes involved. Not a whole lot was going on. They were mainly just reading each other's feints and seeing who bought onto those feints every time that they did. And Justin Van Heeden, he comes from freestyle MMA, which is where Volkanovski and Colby and all that come from. And he's 7-1. So a lot of people were expecting Justin to come out and obviously surprise him with a striking. And it was Rod Costa, who obviously is really, really good on the ground. He knocked out Justin, and it was over like that. It was just insane. It was honest. I don't think a lot of people were expecting the 3-3 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter to beat someone that's coming from freestyle. So no, that was a really excellent fight as well. And then we've got Eternal 61 coming up. I know I'm gonna have a chat with Colby in a couple of hours, and stay tuned for that interview.
Also heard there was actually a fight inside the building at the time.
I saw a few scuffles. To be honest, there were police everywhere. There was one dude that the first time I saw like the police come in, some guy was just pissed, and he was trying to get some more alcohol, and he was drunk, and he didn't put up a fight, to be honest. He just saw the cops and he was like, "Yeah, fair enough." and the cops
as one does,
and then the cops just escorted him out, and but there was tons of cops around there at HBF Stadium. Yeah. And look, honestly, there was about 13 bouts. There was some excellent fights there. I was really impressed. I was really impressed by the performances. Who else was I really impressed by? There was quite a few, to be honest. I don't want to butcher anyone's names. That's all. That's the thing. There was some really, really good fights on that card. I was thoroughly impressed, and I'm going to continue to go to those Eternal
we're gonna have
bouts,
to
be honest.
Podcast as well. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
We should definitely make that a thing as well.
Getting more people off Eternal. Yeah, I would love to. Another one to talk about.
Platform to speak on, really, and that's the best thing about this.
Yeah, I think so. Now I know Jack from Eternal MMA. He's now I think yesterday he relinquished the Eternal belt. Now he's been taken to Dana White's Contender series. Yeah. So really interesting to see how that's going to go.
Yeah. Well, it's just awesome to see Perth talent finally getting some recognition.
100%. I thought that was really cool to see all the different MMA gyms. Yeah. There's quite a few there. There was
an explosion of them there as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there was Kick-Ass, there was Wilkes, Strike, Wolves Den. I was really impressed by Wolves Den. Wolves Den's just over there in Joondalup. They've done really, really well with their fighters as well. So coming back to Jack Della, he's relinquished his Eternal MMA belt, and now he's moving to Dana White's Contender series. That's someone to watch out for. I can always get behind Australian talent for sure. Yeah. But Eternal 60 belter. I thought that was really, really good. And to be fair, if you're going to, and I was talking to my dad because he was there watching it with me. I was saying, if you're going to watch it live on Fight Pass, why wouldn't you just pay another, what is it? I can't actually remember. Usually to watch any kind of anything on Fight Pass, it's usually around $49.95 or something like that, right?
I think tickets for Eternal were like $85 or something like that.
83, something like that, right? Why?
Plus the booking fee and all. So.
Yeah, but it comes to what, 85?
Yeah.
85? Yeah. Why wouldn't you pay another $35 just to watch it live?
Agreed.
And then on top of that, you can then pay I think it's like $150 or $200, and you can be super close to the cage. You can they give you chips and drinks and things like that. Why not? Yeah, why not? I was super impressed by Eternal, and I was impressed by the quality of it, because a lot of even Australian TV shows, they're a bit shit.
Yeah.
To be honest, right? And the quality of I was really impressed by it, to be honest. I knew Eternal MMA was really good. I just wasn't too sure how good it was going to be if I was there in person. Thoroughly impressed. I thought the commentary was cool. I thought the ring announcer was. I thought it was sick. I thought it was really good. Yeah, Eternal MMA. That's one of the major promotions in Australia, and very impressed by their promotion, to be honest.